I'm Spencer for energeticcity.ca, and this is the Community Roundup, which is sponsored by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. And right now, I'm here with Lisa, as well as Tammy and Jamie, and I'm so sorry.
Denise, the fabulous Denise. We love her dearly.
She's great. Her hair looks fantastic.
It does. You gotta look. You gotta look.
They're joining us today because you have a donation that's about to happen right now.
Absolutely, yeah. Tammy got a hold of us last night, and I said, you know what would be really great? Spencer's coming at 1 o'clock, so we sucked you in. I'm sorry, but I really think that we need to shout it out loud to the community of the success of your Tree of Life campaign that you guys put on in support of us here at the Women's Resource Society. So I'd just like to thank all of you for all of the hard work that you guys put together to make this donation happen. It makes a huge difference on our ability to do the work that we do.
We're glad we can do this together.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic. Can you tell me a little bit about the Tree of Life?
So what it is, it's called Growing Women's Health. And every fall we do a campaign where we get to pick a local charity where 100% of the fundraising stays within our community. And we're very fortunate in our community because our customers and community embrace it fully. So this year we were #2 in Canada for fundraising out of 1,300 stores. Yeah. And we raised $11,555 for the Women's Resource Society.
That's fantastic. Lisa's like almost passing out at this point.
Right?
It makes us very happy too. And as I say, it's really community driven because it's the community who's donating through us at the store. Yes. So it's such a positive and win-win for everybody.
That's great. It's another example of Fort St. John, that community giving spirit. And congratulations. That's great. And congratulations to you.
Thank you. We're honored to have been chosen for this. And we really hope to continue our partnership with Shoppers. Everybody there is always supportive. We do work together throughout the year. That is not always as publicly announced as a donation such as this one. But I just want to acknowledge the fact that the management, the staff down at Shoppers, any single time we have phoned and said we need some help for something, they are there. So they do support what we're doing in more than just financial pieces. They jump in, they're willing to help, they do food drives, they do all kinds of stuff that we acknowledge and appreciate.
Absolutely. And this isn't like the only instance of Shoppers coming in and fundraising for the community. And we talked, I think, earlier this year.
Yeah, we have a long, outstanding history with help and support charities within our community, and it's something my team, we're very passionate about, and we're very proud to be able to do that for our community.
Well, thank you so much, Tammy and Denise and Jamie. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Winning! Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. We are so grateful. I know we're not supposed to do that, but I'm going to do it anyway, okay? All right.
You're very welcome.
Thank you, ladies.
All right, Lisa, now for the hard questions.
The hard questions.
So I saw that you guys had an increase, a fairly significant increase in the need for your services this past year. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Okay, I'm going to just start this off with, I think significant increase isn't the understatement of a century. So I just want to do a little bit of a comparison between 2021 and 2020 at the Women's Resource Society. Okay. So in 2020, we saw a total of 5,873 clients, which was the highest number the Women's Resource Society had ever seen. And in 2021, we saw 12,013 people. This is insane. This results as a 104% increase on the service users that are accessing just outreach services. So that's food, hygiene, household items, basic essentials that they wouldn't have been able to have gotten anywhere else if not for being able to come here and access what we have to offer. So I just want to thank the community for being generous enough to provide us with the supplies that we need so that we can actually hit the ground running and do the work that needs to be done. Our other services, poverty law and family law, also saw massive increases. Now, poverty law saw a 10% increase. Okay. Family law saw a 6.4% increase.
So I'm going to stop you there. Can you tell me poverty law and family law? What do those services look like when you're coming in off the street and accessing those services? What are those exactly?
Okay, so poverty law is when people need anything. Basically, it's money.
Oh, okay.
Income assistance, Canada pension, old age security. Maybe you're having an issue with your landlord. You need to dispute things and go to the residential tenancy board or get advice on such things. Family law. Yeah.
That's like divorce and stuff
Divorce,
like that.
custody concerns, child support. Talitha Nielsen is amazing at what she does. Her program went up by a 6.4% increase. I just want to point out, though, that the statistics between outreach and their programs are kept very differently. That's why you're seeing one.
Yeah, well, you're seeing one massive
104,
increase as opposed to 6.4,
So-
which, I mean, outwardly doesn't really look like that much of an increase, but still it is an
It's
increase.
insane. So both advocates are flat out, fully booked every day. So, I mean, adding an increase at all to their already busy caseloads was impressive that they were even able to do it.
Yes, because from what I've heard, they're already swamped. Before we kind of continue on, I do just want to ask, do you have any idea why there was such a massive jump in access
sure.
of services? I mean, I imagine
No one's
the pandemic.
working. Money has been an issue for many people. The freeze on evictions and rent increases were removed.
Right.
So landlords were able to, now this goes both ways, right? Like, so in some instances, landlords need to be able to deal with certain things.
Yeah.
In some instances, it's not necessary.
Yeah.
So being able to reach out to an advocate that can help you sort of navigate the system it's essential. You need to be able to stand up for yourself. And that is where Melody Blading comes into play like a rock star. She's just awesome. Family law, same thing. Families are feeling the pressure.
Yes.
Financially, there's a lot of differing opinions in families, right down to vaccine choices. So mom wants it, dad doesn't. It's creating a divide in the family. Do we vax the kids? Do we not vax the kids? How do we do this? Where can we go?
Right.
A lot of questions.
And a lot of them, for sure.
On top of already existing stressors.
Right. Oh, right, yeah.
Right? So some families were already not doing so hot, and then this year, the introduction of the vaccines really threw things through a loop because it also had extended consequences of maybe someone's losing employment as a result. You can't claim EI if you lost your job due to not getting vaxxed. Like, there's a lot of loopholes and things that are causing families to start to break down. So Talitha has really held her ground and helped a lot of families navigate through that.
Wow.
It's just crazy. I mean, right down to the harm reduction supplies. So we assist with safe supplies for people who are using, including naloxone kits, which is the life-saving opioid antidote to people having an overdose on opioids. So in 2020, we had 13,528 harm reduction items that went out, and 692 naloxone kits were distributed.
That's good, though.
In 2021, we sold, I say sold, it's not sold, it's free. We saw 32,803 items go out the door, including 441 Narcan kits. This is representing a 142% increase.
Holy.
In the supplies that are walking out the door, which means that we're keeping a cleaner community. We're preventing the spread of HIV, HCV. We're doing the work in conjunction with other agencies such as Northern Health that needs to be done to help stop the spread, to keep people safe, to make sure that things are being cleaned up and disposed of properly.
Right, because the opioid crisis is still raging on in the background.
Still a thing.
COVID. Yeah, it's still
actually.
happening. She's still going on, unfortunately. So it's good. I mean, should we be not concerned, but is it a good thing that you're seeing that many things go out the door, or is it like is it like kind of a double-edged sword where it's great that these things are going out, but at the same time it's kind of upsetting that there's still an increased need?
I mean, it's disturbing that the number of naloxone kits are not going out as much as they are. People, I think, are tired of carrying kits around for one, but they're still going out, they're still trying to use them, but unfortunately we still have people that are overdosing on a regular basis, and it's terrifying.
Yeah.
So if it takes 32,000 items to walk out our door in support of those that need it the most, I'm happy to do it. I'll bend over backwards to make sure that those who need it have it.
Yes, and
But-
if you don't know how to use them, it is super easy training.
Come on down.
She will teach you,
I
and
will.
it's very empowering. I have one in my desk. It's super empowering knowing that if somebody needs help and I happen upon them, I can help them.
Oh, and we had so much fun training, didn't we?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I learned in Vancouver. They.
Oh, I thought I did that
No.
with you.
They had a Grover stuffy that they taught us how to
Oh.
inject. It was very upsetting,
I
actually.
use oranges.
Okay, oranges
Yeah.
would probably be less scarring because I just saw Sesame Street, my childhood there, and I'm like, oh, that's not good.
Oh.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I will probably, I think I have to get my training redone, so I'll
Come
hit
on
you up.
down. Yeah, we can hook you up. That's no
So,
big deal.
you know, that kind of tells us, is there anything else you want to touch on with 2021?
I
before we
mean,
move
no,
on?
we're just seeing increases. So another
Increases.
service that the Women's Resource Society has recently started to implement is the ability to have take-home HIV testing kits.
Yes, we talked about those earlier this
Right.
year.
So we managed to get 25 people tested to know their own status for HIV. I'm hoping that number increases. I'm hoping that people, you know, maybe see this interview or see our Facebook or by word of mouth saying, hey, you should know where you're at.
It's important to know, it is integral to know your status.
Right. So come on down, bring your cell phone. All it is an app on your phone. You can do everything by yourself in the comfort of your own home where
Everything
you do
is-
not need to tell anyone or anything on what you're doing.
Fully confidential.
Right? That's the best way to go.
That's your business, it's no one else's.
There's no, hey, doctor,
Yeah, oh,
I have to come down. None of that. There's no shame. There's no anything
there's no
associated.
stigma. You just come in, you tell them you need a test, they will
And-
give it to you.
It's done.
Yep. And then
Yeah.
you know. And knowing is half the battle. That is
Right?
probably copyrighted somewhere. Anyway, moving forward, you know, I know that you've seen a plethora of increases. What went well for you guys this year?
Our team, our support of the community, every angle, and when we needed help with something, we were able to reach out and get it.
That is something that I did see. I mean, you know, because I work in the media. And anytime I did frequently see your posts saying, you know, thank you so much, so-and-so, for this. So it
Yeah.
is good that, you know, despite seeing these increases, you do still have the support of the community. They've got your back.
Yeah, man, the community has been, I don't even have words, like, they're awesome. They're
I mean, we just
always
had
there for
shoppers
us.
in here giving you 11 grand. That's fantastic.
I mean, I'm very pleased.
Yeah, I-
Like, that warms my heart. Like, thank you so much, shoppers.
And
Like,
thank you for thinking of you.
right? They're just awesome, like shoppers. I mean, but there's other places like shoppers.
Yes.
Like we have oil field companies all the way down to, you know, the little grandma that comes in and gives us $2 out of her coin purse, and it just makes me want to cry.
That I'd probably cry too.
Yeah.
Okay. What were some challenges? I think we probably just outlined a few.
Everything.
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 I think we all feel that, but I mean, you specifically for sure.
No, one's not better or worse
Well,
than
no,
the
I'm not
other.
comparing. I'm just
but-
saying that, like, you know, we're all feeling that everything.
Yeah,
is difficult.
man.
Is there one nagging one that you're thinking of in particular?
Honestly, our building is completely falling apart.
Right, because you did recently do. I think there was a fundraiser last year for the roof.
Which we fixed the roof, and great, but
Yeah.
now the rest of the building is starting to crumble around us, so we're definitely going to be looking at other ideas on how we can start a fundraiser to build the building fund.
Right.
And there's definitely going to be more to come on that. You guys are not done hearing my voice. So I hope you love it all, because we have cool things coming.
Stay tuned. Check out their Facebook. I'm sure you'll be announcing some stuff shortly.
Yeah, it's coming.
All right. What's an area of improvement for you guys kind of going into 2022?
I mean, fresh plumbing would be
I'm sure that would
wonderful.
be. Yeah, let's talk about that a little bit because we were talking the other day and you said that sometimes I have the luxury of being able to kind of pee whenever I need to at work, but you don't.
I don't. No, I've gone home to pee. I have done the walk of shame to the cultural center, the brand new warming center next door, and popped in. Excuse me, can I use your bathroom?
So the bathroom doesn't work here.
The pipes only kind of work when they want to.
Okay.
We've had, I think it was last week. I have no concept of time anymore. Gosh, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
We lost all of our plumbing.
Oh dear.
We had no water. Our sewage backed up all over the basement. That was fun.
No.
That was fun. And none of us were able to use a washroom at work.
Oh dear.
This is a problem, okay? I will work in the heat. I will work in -50.
I've seen you work in -50. I was almost not
Oh,
able
yeah.
to come out and interview you that time.
That
And
was
actually, I
bad.
wasn't, because it was just like, as soon as I got my stuff, you're like, I'm going back in.
I can't do this. I'm so sorry.
No, it was.
Or
it
the
was,
+42 days where Jamie and I were collecting water.
I was
That's
there.
cool too. You were there.
Yep, it was. But plumbing is where you draw the line.
I need to be able to pee and wash my hands at work.
Yep,
We all
which is
do.
integral because of the vid and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You need to be able to wash your hands. So you can't do that. Can you do that currently in the building? You can wash your hands, or
Yes, we can wash our hands.
okay, but
And right now we can pee, but we don't know about tomorrow.
okay,
So,
taking it one day at a time.
I
for
mean,
sure.
I'm ready. We were bringing bottles of water and washing our hands with bottles of water at that point
That's not
because there
great.
was no water. So, I'm hoping that with this particular upcoming fundraiser that the community is once again going to be in support of trying to help, because another thing, if we get a bigger space, we can hire more social workers.
Right, and that'll address your 104% increase
We
in the
can
need for services.
expand programming.
Right.
We can introduce new programs and services to people of low income that are addressing even more of the service gaps in Fort St. John. If we had more space, like, I can't, I'm dreaming here, but like there
Yeah.
is so much we can accomplish.
So if there hasn't been an official fundraiser announced yet, but if someone is watching this and is like, oh my God, I need to help them, they just give you a call.
Yeah, just give me a call, but also stay tuned, because I mean, we do have some ideas brewing. I'm just waiting for a couple people to tell me yes, and then we launch.
When we launch,
But-
and I will talk to you then.
You will be talking to me a lot then, yes.
Absolutely.
So I'm trying to drop hints so that you guys get all curious and like, oh my goodness, what is it?
You're
So,
very mysterious, Lisa.
I'm trying to be. Thank you. Thank you.
It's
thank
really
you.
working. My last question for you, because I believe that this has been quite the long video. What are you guys focused on going into the next year?
A bigger building.
That's valid.
Peeing at work.
Yeah, I mean, all very great goals that I think, again, a lot of folks I know that I've taken that for granted.
I've taken that for granted.
That's fair.
I didn't know that I was ever, we know going into a nonprofit as a social worker that you're not getting all the frills and like fancy anything that's happening. That's cool.
Yeah, that's
I'm
fine.
here to help my people. I love my people. But I mean, peeing at work,
Yeah, that's not a frill.
that's not a frill. That's just like basic needs at that point, and I would really like to continue doing it. So, and I say I mean my whole team.
I would imagine that is
Yeah.
it's a very universal need and want in your team.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else you want to add today?
No, I just really, once again, I want to thank Fort St. John, all of our supporters, everybody over at Moose for continually supporting us, because we couldn't do what we do without you guys. And I really hope that everybody is going to be super excited for our next fundraiser.
Yes,
There's
stay tuned on that announcement.
Definitely going to be some room for bragging rights coming up here.
Well, we love to see it.
Excellent.
Well, thank you so much for letting me drop in and witness. I mean, shoppers dropping by. That feels like half an hour ago, but
Yeah, this
again,
is a long one.
no
Sorry.
concept of time. No, it's good. Thank you so much for letting me drop by today. It's always
Love to have you. It's all
thankfully,
good.
I don't have to pee, so I'm.
Yeah, well, you can right now.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I don't, but thank you for that. And thank you for watching. This has been the Community Roundup, brought to you by Brad's Furniture and Appliances. I'm Spencer for EnergeticCity.ca, and again, I appreciate every single one of you for watching. If you stayed with us this far, thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. We love you.
Lisa especially. And take care.